Hey everybody, and today I'm going to be filming a makeup 101 for beginners. This is for all of the people out there that don't know where to start, where to begin, what to use, what am I doing. This is for you. So today I have no makeup on. The night before I put on like a face tanner. This is what I do from time to time. I'm super pale, so I like to wake up looking bronzed and glowing. You don't have to do that. It just helps. It just helps you with your confidence. And yeah, so I have all my products laid out. I'm gonna try to break it down so that it's not so scary and so complicated. But yeah, like I said, this is for all the people out there that want to put makeup on. You want to look presentable, you want to feel confident, but you might not know what to do and where to begin. You just have no idea. You have no clue. I'm here to help. So, if you have dry skin, I would start with moisturizer. Always start with a skincare routine. Always, wash your face, make sure that you have a nice skincare routine, because it all helps with how the execution of the makeup ends up looking. So picture a wall. You're going to paint it, right, for the first time. And maybe there's holes. You're not going to put paint directly on the wall, right? Usually you wouldn't. You would use primer, spackle, you'd fill in the holes and the cracks, right? And then you would put the paint on. So your face is the same concept. This is your canvas. This is what you're working with. And obviously we have textures, we have pores, we have pimples, we have dark under eye circles, discoloration, blue, we have veins, redness, rosacea. This is what we have, dullness. It's just natural. It's natural humanness. So the goal is to obviously conceal all of that and to bring out you. Okay, so the first thing that I would start with is, like I said, you want to make sure that your face is nice and hydrated and moisturized and plump, and that is from using skincare products and having a nice skincare regimen. So make sure to work on that. But if you haven't been doing that, that's fine. You want to start, like I said, with moisturizer. Now, if you don't want to use a moisturizer, okay, what you must use is a face sunblock for your face, sunblock for your neck, your hands, okay? This is I'm oily, I'm dry, oily, so I'm combination skin, okay? I don't like doing moisturizer and then sunblock. I'm just gonna do the sunblock, okay? So if you're dry, you could do both. And if you're oily, maybe just stick to the sunblock. It's just up to you. This is for protection. This is for protecting your beauty and this, your skincare and making your skin look beautiful for as long as possible. I like this one from Coppertone. It's oil-free shine control for your face. It's 45. It blends clear on all skin tones and it won't clog your pores. Another thing that I do, which I'm going to later on mention, is just get something that has sunblock in it. A lot of products nowadays have sunblock already in it, and you'll notice that. We'll talk about that in a couple of seconds. So the first thing that I would do is put your sunblock on. Put your sunblock on. Put it on your face, like I said, neck, chest, hands. Okay, hands. And you see how that didn't leave like a white cast? It just kind of went right in. Neck. And just press it in so it's... Okay, that's what we start with. We always start with sunblock. Like I said, if you don't want to put sunblock on your face, because some people, it does break them out. I like this one because it does not break me out, but like I said, a lot of people break out with sunblock. So if that's the case, pause, because I'm gonna touch on that in a second. The next thing that you're gonna want to do is you're going to want to use primer. I love from Wet n Wild. It's the Impossible Primer Base. It's silicone free. You just want to take some of it like that, and you want to swirl it, and you want to press it into the areas where your pores are going to show. So that's going to be in the T-zone, which is right here, right in here, right down here, nose. Okay, and then put it just in the outer areas, but blend it in, obviously. And what that's doing is it's filling in pores. And the purpose of primer, you're probably like, why do I need to use primer? The purpose of primer is to create a barrier so that nothing can penetrate through the skin. Hence, nothing will clog the pore, because once something penetrates through the skin, like dirt and grime and oils, that's what potentially gives us breakouts. So primer is very, very crucial, because it's that barrier so that nothing can penetrate through. I hope that made sense. Just like when you're priming the wall in your house, you're obviously priming it so that there's no visible holes, and it's just a smooth canvas. Next, this is the part that I told you guys to pause earlier for. So if you don't want to put sunblock straight on your face like I do, this is an amazing, amazing product. It is from It Cosmetics, and it already has 50 sunblock in it, okay? Even though it's a CC cream, just watch. I don't even have brushes over here. I just realized. Okay, we're beginners today. You can use your fingers. Always make sure to wash your hands. You can just kind of pop it on like this. All those areas around the nose, around the mouth. Okay. Now you can swirl this in with your hands. Always make sure to go on your lid. Just pause for a second, because I really didn't even bring brushes over here. Cool. Just grabbing just a couple of brushes. We're beginners today. We're beginners. We all make mistakes. You can press that in with your hand, or you can just get a nice flat kind of kabuki brush. This is from Bare Minerals Precision Face, and you'll see the coverage of this. It's just, even though it's a CC cream, it is just crazy. Like, I would just do this. If you're new at makeup, just put this on your face. It's so worth it. Okay? Like, look at that. Now, of course, you can see, like, my chin pimple friends. But do you see? It just gives you such a beautiful luminous. It's beautiful. It even kind of covered under my eyes. I love this stuff. Don't make sure to bring it down the neck, the chest. We're beginning. We're beginners. We're beginners together. My water bottle fell. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Make sure to go down the neck, back of the ears. You just want everything to look blended, okay? What you're putting on the face, you want to make sure to bring it down the neck. Drag it back to where the ears are. Make sure to get it into that hairline, because you don't want up here to look pale and then you have a different colored complexion, right? Okay, anybody can do that. Do you see what I'm saying? Anybody. You could have even just spread it around with your hands, you know? Anyone can do that. Anyone. I have dark under eye circles. If you don't, you can just continue with concealer, but I like to put this, it's from Becca. It's their under eye brightening concealer. It's like a peachy consistency, and I'll just put like a tiny bit because, like I said, I have dark under eye circles, and I'll put that right in that 5 o'clock shadow area right over here, because when I put concealer on, you'll see it'll just help to brighten. If you don't have dark under eye circles, you just go right in with your concealer, but it just helps to brighten under eyes. I even forgot my concealer. I'm telling you. I knew I wasn't prepared, you know? I knew it. Okay. See, even I can be a disheveled mess, okay? Even I can be it. Next, concealer. I love from Milani. It's the Conceal and Perfect. Anybody can do this, okay? Anybody. You do not have to be skilled in makeup. You want to place it in the inner corner of your eye. Now, we used to kind of drag in a triangular formation. You don't want to do that. You want to put something in the corner, and you want to put something right out here. Because it's just going to fall into all of these kind of like the fine lines throughout the day, and you don't want that. You just want to be precise with concealer, where you see that there's problems, okay? Which is pretty much all over my face, but it's like a spot conceal. You're spotting and you're concealing, okay? I have an itch right there. So you take your ring finger, because it's the finger that has the lightest amount of pressure, and you just tap, tap, tap. Or you can invest in a beauty blender or a sponge. It's up to you. A lot of us, you know, we don't have time, so we're gonna just focus on our hands, or like I said, a beauty sponge. You want to make sure it's damp, but you could even do it when it's dry. But you definitely want to make sure it's wet, because it'll just, you know, blend much faster. Make sure to go on your lid, because we have discoloration on our lids, and we have veins and all that good stuff. And I have dark under eye circles, hereditary. It doesn't matter the amount of sleep, it doesn't matter. I have dark under eye circles. Okay, so this is what the base is looking like. Okay, anyone can do this. Anyone. Next, you want to set the face, okay? I love from Coty Airspun Loose Powder. I love this stuff. I get it at Walmart. It's like $5 and it really works. Now, you probably wouldn't like it if you don't really like strong. It's got a strong, sorry. It has a strong scent. Yeah, like a perfumey scent. You just want to set really your T-zone where you get oily throughout the day and where you think you'll crease, which for me is my under eyes always. This is where a beauty sponge comes into hand, or you can get those, you know, those like those cheap sponges they sell at like the dollar store. It doesn't have to be a beauty sponge, a beauty blender or whatever. And you're just lightly powdering over the face, okay? Just setting, and what you're doing is you're locking everything into place, okay? Don't forget the eyelids. You're just locking in those creams that you just did. You're locking it in. Okay, next is bronzer. We're not contouring. We're not highlighting. We're not doing any of that because we're beginners, right? We're like, what? What's contour? What? You want to take like an angled brush. You see how this is like angled? You see? This is from Lime Life by Alcone in 03. I love this because it's angled. Once again, just get an angled. Just get something that's angled. Something more chiseled. You don't want something, I mean, you could. That's fluffy. This is more for like blush. You want something angled, okay? On an angle. I love this stuff. It's from Laura Geller. It's their Baked Bronze in Brighton. I have it in medium. And what I do is I just swirl it, tap off excess. And you just wanna carve out the face and pretend that you're creating an E. Like this, E. See that E? Watch, E. That's where you want to put it, okay? You want to start at the forehead, swoop around the eye. You want to go on your eyelid as well. This is a great hack if you don't have time in the morning, but it looks like you put some eyeshadow on. Cheek, upper cheek, down the neck under that gibble. Do you see the difference between this side and this side? This side is, she's cute, but it's just very rounded. It's just like bloated and rounded. This side is just, it's snatched. You know, she's more carved out and angled. You want to bring that down the neck, like I said, back of the ear, into that hairline. You can bring it down your nose, but now I'm getting ahead of myself, okay? You just want to create that E, okay? And you're going to do it to the other side. How simple, right? On the lid, you can do this fast. Look, watch me do it fast. Down the neck, down here. You want to make sure it all is the same color. Go over the upper lip and turn your face. Make sure it's all blended, okay? Because at the end of it all, you want it to look blended. Go on just the tip of your nose, right? Like I said, bring it down that neck. You see how it just kind of, it just gives so much more life to the face. I don't know how to explain it, but you get it. You get it. Love this stuff. Okay, next is blush. I love this because it's just very simple, easy. It's from NYX. It's their Sweet Cheeks Soft Cheek Tint Blush Mousse. Looks like this in Baby Doll, okay? All I do is it looks scary and intimidating. You're just like, what is this? You're just gonna dot it right on your face, okay? You can't go wrong. You can't, I'm telling you, you just can't. You can't. You're gonna take just any brush that you have laying around, and you're just going to keep it moving. There's this one hair, and it's just, okay, just keep it going, keep buffing it out. Now, blush, years ago, I say years ago, you used to put blush right on the apples, like right on these little, I have fat apples, you see these apples. You would put it right here, but that's not what you want to do. You want to kind of put it kind of like in the middle, like your highlight is going to go right on your actual cheekbone. You want blush to go right in the middle. See, if you contoured, your contour would be right in here, the blush. But don't worry about that, okay? If it looks something similar like this, you're already winning, okay? See, you can even kind of sweep it right on that lid, and it makes you look like you did, you know, so much more than you did, right? Okay, now is typically when I would spray my face with setting spray. The reason is because if I go in with mascara and then spray my face, if I blink, it'll be wet and it'll kind of get down here, right? I use from NYX, bear with me, Prime, Set, Refresh. Looks like this. All you do is you just hold it like this and you just spray your face, right? Now you definitely want to make sure that that dries. So you can go like this, you know, hold up like a fan. I see people doing that. You don't even really have to do that. Just wait until all of this is dried, okay? Or until it's, you know, slightly dampish. What I like to do at this point is I like to take my dirty beauty blender. Well, it looks dirty. It's not dirty. It just, okay. And I like to just go over everything and bounce, just so that there's no harsh lines, okay? You can't screw this part up either. You're just bouncing. You're just bouncing. You're bouncing the sponge right on your face, okay? Next, we're gonna focus on what to do with your eyes at this point. Like if you wanted to just look a little bit more presentable, what I like to do is I like to put eye drops in before I did any of this. It just makes the white in your eye more white, and it just makes you look healthier. And yeah, so if you're beginning with makeup but you want to put something on your eyes, you don't know what to put on, you don't know how to put it on, your best friend is going to be stick shadows, okay? These are from It Cosmetics Superhero No Tug Shadow Stick. They're in these like champagne gold colors. You can't go wrong with these kind of colors. Do not start with a purple. No, you're starting with shimmers and golds, okay? When you're new. when you're a little bit more experienced, then branch out, okay? We're gonna take this one called Bionic Bronze, and I'm just gonna place it right on my lid. You can't go wrong. Look. You're putting it right on your lid, okay? And you're gonna press it in. Just gonna press it in. And if you want, put it in the waterline. And that beautiful face I just made. Okay, putting it right on the lid. You can't mess this. Can't mess that up either. You can try, but you can't. And you're just being like messy and smudgy with it, okay? It already looks like you did something, and people are gonna be like, what did you do? You look great. Okay, next, mascara. Let's go in with mascara. My favorite, I swear by this. It's the Lash Paradise from L'Oreal, but I like to use the primer first and then the actual Lash Paradise. So how this works is you put that white stuff on. It's like a white fiber. You're gonna put that on first, okay? Just like this. And then you're gonna let this dry. You're letting this dry, and then you're gonna go in with the Lash Paradise mascara, okay? While that's drying, you could even go in with highlighter. My favorite highlighter is from Wet n Wild in Blossom Glow. Looks like this. All I do is I just put it right on the cheekbones, the upper, higher cheekbone, like that. Brow bone. These placements are very important. Brow bone, inner corner. It wakes the eye up. You can even see the difference between this eye and this eye. See? It's just game changing. And make sure it's blended in there so it doesn't look like you've put some stark white down the bridge of the nose and on the tip of the nose. It just gives you like a little Cupid, like a little button nose, Cupid's bow. You don't have to. And then I blot it right out here, right on your cheekbone, right on the cheekbone, and you're pressing and you're blending, okay? Mascara tab. Now, this video is obviously long because I'm explaining each part. This would not take me any longer than 10 minutes, you know, 5 if I'm really just going. It's just a very simple look, and anyone, when I say anyone, I mean anyone. You can be 80 and you can be 18 and you can do this. Anyone. Usually I'll take the time and I'll really make sure that my eyelashes are like touching my eyebrow. Next, what I do, this is just something I do. I'll take from Bare Minerals Original Foundation Broad Spectrum. It's in their powder matte formulation, and I will just lock everything in. Once again, I have dark under eye circles, so I need really extra lock and load coverage. You do not have to do this, but I like to do this because it's giving me more coverage. Did you see that? Like, go back a couple of seconds and then you'll see what I'm saying. Like, it just gives so much coverage. And then I'll just take a little bit and I'll go over any, you know, problem area that I have, and I'll just swoosh it in, just buff it in. And I love this stuff because this has sunblock in it as well. It has, I think, 25 broad spectrum. This one hair, do you see that one hair? It just doesn't want to go away. That's what we're looking like so far. Lips. Lips, my favorite part. Love lips. Okay. Lips, it's up to you. If you hate lipstick, then don't do this part. Put on some chapstick. Or from Nivea, I told you I'm crazy about my mascara. Like, if I see anything that's like out of line, I'll just go back in. Does anybody do that with the mascara? I don't know. Anyway, lips. Make sure that they are moisturized. Get yourself like a lip scrub. If you don't want to pay money buying a lip scrub, literally put honey and some brown sugar into a bowl, swoosh it around with your hands and scrub it onto your lips, okay? I like taking, this is my lip combo, from Jordana, Easy Liner for Lips, Plush Plum. I just go on the outer part of my lip. You're just outlining your lip. And I like to put a line right through the middle. So all I did was line my lips, okay? All I did, and just put a line. What that's doing is that's contouring your lip, and it's gonna make it look juicy and bigger. I love these Super Stay ink crayons from Maybelline. This one's in Keep It Fun. I love it because it can even act on the go as blush. And I'll show you in 1 second. Like, let's say you don't have enough color on your face, you can just go like this. Like, oh my god, I have to be somewhere, right? And you're just, all you're doing is adding more color, and it's the same color that's on your lip. You can do this in the car, right? And you just, look at that. It just added more color. I love that color. Keep It Fun from Maybelline in Super Stay ink crayon. Love it. And then you can take some, if you like shine, this is from Buxom in Kimberly. Looks like this, just for plumping shine. And that's it. That's literally what I'll do. And then I will lock and load and spray everything in once again at the end. And then, because I'm crazy, I will take more of that highlighter so that I really get a beautiful, precise shine. Okay, just like that. And that's it. This video was longer than I wanted it to be, but when you're explaining things, it's so much more difficult than just doing it. If I was just doing it, this video would be like 5 minutes, right? But I wanted to make sure everybody understood why I'm doing what I'm doing. So I hope that this video was helpful. I hope that you learned something. And if you did, write it down below what you learned. If you enjoyed this video, what you want to see next from me. I love hearing from you guys. Yeah, I can take requests if you want me to recreate something, or, you know, if you don't maybe understand something, I can do something a little bit more in depth, right? So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy this, and for all of you makeup beginners out there, it looks more intimidating than it is, but once you start and you start slow, it gets better. Little by little, one walks far. That's my favorite saying, because it's true. And you know, don't ever look at somebody just because they have their makeup on and it's perfect and this and that, and you're always like, why can't I look that way? Why can't I do my makeup that way? You can. You certainly can. Just like I said, start slow. Try to, you know, grasp why, you know, why a person's doing that, and then you'll understand it a little bit more and you'll get it. So I love you guys, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.